All right. It looks like we are live. It's 7 o'clock, y'all. So you know what that means. You know it's Travel Tuesday with Gladys and Joy here at
Ooh.
Sisters Cafe. So while you got a second, take a moment and share. Joy, share to your people. People, share to your people. And other people, share to those people as well. Because we want to get the information out. If you've had a question, if you want to know something, now is the time because we are live and we are live with our expert travel business owner. Hey, Joy.
Hey, Gladys. Hey, sisters. Hey,
How's everything
everybody.
going today?
Everything is going well today. Very, very, very good. I had some really unexpected news on my job today, and it was just a little bit of something. You know how we like to share travel? We also like to share a little bit of Jesus. I'm gonna
Okay.
share a little bit of Jesus up front, if you don't mind.
I don't mind.
I had a little bit of a situation where I just had the opportunity to hear that my name was being spoken in rooms that I hadn't been in and that I didn't know nothing about. And I
Mm.
was like, God, I thank you because I know you said you do it for me. And I see you doing it. If I hold my peace, I see him fight my battle. So anyway, I just want to throw that out there and encourage somebody. Your name is being spoken in rooms you don't know nothing about with people who can change your future and you don't even know nothing about it. And it's a
Um,
good thing.
that's
And it's
great.
a good thing. Look, it's a
Good thing.
blessing.
I
So
like
yes. So anyway, I just want to share that little bit. Our travel talk tonight is another one that I hear often. You and I had talked about it previously, and that's for people who say, I'm not a salesperson. I'm not a salesperson. So I want to speak very briefly directly to those people who say, Joy, Gladys, it sounds good. It makes sense. I wouldn't mind doing it to book some travel, but I'm really not a salesperson. I don't want to sell the travel business, and I don't want to sell no travel to anybody. I don't really want to book travel for anybody. I'm just not good at that. I don't know how to find customers. I'm not a salesperson. So the first half of that of not being a salesperson, we're going to address on that. And then next Tuesday, we'll talk about how to find customers. So let's jump right in. Let's dive into it.
go.
I happen to know you love crab.
I
I
do.
know you love seafood.
I
So
do.
here's my scenario for those of you out there who are like, I'm not a salesperson. I know Gladys likes crab. I go to the crab store today and they tell me I can get this case of crab for $12. And I'm like, what you say? A whole case? $12? Give me two. I'm going to take my two because I'm excited. And I immediately start thinking in my mind, who else do I know likes crab? Who else do I know could use crab? Who do I know that might know somebody that like crab or could use some crab? I
Right.
immediately start thinking, how can I be a help? How can I benefit? Now, the fact that the crab ain't free means there's going to be a transfer of money. It's
Mhm.
going to cost something and a sale is going to be made. I do not have to be a salesperson, highly trained or highly equipped to stop and call Gladys and be like, girl, they got crab down at the crab store for $12 a box. I know you like crab. Are you interested? Gladys tells me, girl, yes, where is it? I'm on my way. And I'm like, look, sis, I got a box for you right now. You can sell me your $12 and I'll hold you this. But if you need more than that, head on down there to the store and get you some more. So
Mm.
just because we transferred some money here between the two of us or between her and the store, I was a spokesperson. I was a promoter. Yes, a sale took place, but all I did was shared some good information with her and invited her to go take a look at it for herself if it was for her. If Gladys then turned told me, girl, the doctor told me I got to watch my cholesterol, I would love it. It just, I can't do it right now. I can't have your crab. I'm not going to walk away hurt. I'm not going to walk away disappointed. I might follow up one more time and be like, you sure?
You
You want to
sure?
put it in your freezer? Yeah, I mean, you sure now? Like you for
Right.
real, for real, for real don't want none? I might do that. But after she tells me no, you know what I do? I say, okay. I
Hmm.
call her sister. I
Right.
call our cousin. I call the next door neighbor. I
Right.
want to go get some more myself. Whatever it is, I don't lose any sleep behind it. As a matter of fact, the more sales person ish I get with her, the more, even if she's interested, she'll probably back off. I
Mhm.
told you I'm watching my cholesterol. I
Mhm.
don't want no crab. Stop trying to force your crab on me. See how
Right.
that happens? So
Right.
that the more salesy I get, actually, the worse it would be. So
Mhm.
what I want you to do is do not look at it as sales. And I am not playing on words, and I'm not, because I am that type personality. No, don't try to treat me like I'm a fool. I know it's a sale.
Right.
I'm not trying to do that to you. Yes, there is a transference of money for a service and a product,
Mhm.
but you don't have to be into sales or have a sales background or learn a whole bunch of sales techniques to simply stop and share a good information
Right.
or some good information
Right.
with somebody and let them know, hey, I found something I think could be good for you. I
Mhm.
found something I think would interest you. I found something that would help your situation. I
Mhm.
found something that I love. I don't know anything about you. I found something that I love and I am so excited about it. I'm going to tell you about it in the event that you might be excited about it too.
Right.
Those are the postures that I want you to consider. If it was something that you liked, something
Mhm.
that you enjoyed, there's a great possibility that there's somebody else out there who would like it, enjoy it, need it, appreciate it as well. So think about it like that. You don't have to be a good salesperson. You don't have to worry about having any particular set of skills. All
Mhm.
you really need to do is have something you love, that you're passionate about, and that you want to share with them. And that's all we're trying to do. If you don't love and you are not passionate about travel or making money in the travel space, then this isn't for you anyway. We're
Mhm.
not looking for you because you aren't looking for us if that's your posture. All right. So that's my tip.
I wanted to add to that
Yes, ma'am.
because we do it all the time. We
All the
do it all of
time.
the time. And I'm thinking about, so, I worked for the news for years,
Mm-hmm.
and there are people, companies, and businesses and organizations that pay millions, let me say millions of dollars for advertising.
Millions.
But
Oh,
do you know we
absolutely.
are in a day and age where they don't even have to do that no more because
Word of
word of mouth is making these people rich?
number one. It's the
Word
number
of
one
mouth,
way.
word of
Word
mouth.
of mouth.
And we do it all the time. How many times have we sat here, watched a Netflix movie, get
Mm-hmm.
on Facebook and be like, yo, this movie
Yes.
is fire, or whatever we
Yes.
say. And then all of a sudden, now it's number one, all
Exactly.
because we said. And guess what? We told everybody that we could
Yep.
think of. We saw in
Mm-hmm.
the grocery store, we talked to them at church about this one movie because we liked
Yep. And
it.
didn't
Isn't
get a
that
dime
insane?
for it.
Not a dime.
We didn't get a dime for it, nor did the people we send to
Nope,
it get a dime. Nobody
nothing.
benefit but the people pushing the product.
Exactly. Exactly. And you did it with joy.
Yep.
You did it without thinking about, oh, I'm not going to, I'm not going to help this
I'm
person
not a
sell this.
salesperson.
Oh, that's a scheme.
Yes.
That's a scheme that they're telling us about the
Yep.
movie. So I
I ain't
think
gonna let the theaters make no money off me.
not for me.
I ain't gonna let a Red Lobster make no money off me.
Right.
And
Right.
some
But
people
I
do
think
think like that. Some people do
we
think like
don't
that.
we don't think about we have to change our perception about certain things. Because once we think about something, and just because something we don't understand, or it doesn't automatically have to be something negative. Like, I don't like when they automatically, oh, it's a scheme. You don't know nothing about it.
Exactly.
You don't know nothing about it. And for me, I'm more of a person, I'm not a salesperson, so let me
Right.
put that out there. I'm not,
Right.
never have been.
Neither am I.
Right.
Yes.
But I don't mind telling things that I like. I'm gonna tell you in a quick hot second to go get you a caramel macchiato from
Yep.
Starbucks on a regular.
Exactly.
On a,
Yep.
and I'm gonna always have a Starbucks cup. Other than when I'm at the cafe. FYI, make sure you grab your sister's cafe tumblers. But other
Exactly.
than when I'm at the cafe, I got a Starbucks cup in my hand.
Yep.
Representing
Walking
Starbucks.
around. Exactly. And let me add a
And it
little
ain't
bit
even
more.
free. I don't get
And
free
let me
coffee.
And you still don't get nothing for it, even though you walking around with their brand on their chest,
Right.
on your chest.
Right.
Their brand, your chest, free advertisement. And wait a minute, you paid to have their stuff so
Right.
that you can advertise for
Right.
them for free.
No matter how high they go.
Yeah.
I'm still
You
going
pay.
to buy the venti caramel iced macchiato upside down with extra caramel, regardless of how much it costs.
Yep.
But the minute it becomes something like business, and I'm not saying that's everybody, because I feel like business owners understand the cost of business. But I feel like we should rock with it. Why not?
Yep.
Why not? We're helping ourselves. We're helping our children. We're helping our children's children, and all the way down. And that's just the way I see it. So everybody is not thinking the same thing. Everybody is not the same place in life.
Nope.
Everybody doesn't have the same whys. We got some big whys over here.
Exactly.
You know, I got a why downstairs right now.
Right
you know
now.
what I mean? I'm serious about leaving a legacy for my children, children, and their children, and their children. I'm for real about my 40 acres and a mule.
Yeah. And if sharing some information to help somebody helps us get there and them too, I almost feel like we're doing a disservice by not sharing it. Right. Okay, if you don't want it. Right. But I feel like if I know something and I don't share it with you, that's when I feel that whole woe unto me kind of thing. Like, how am I going to hold it? And let me do something else. Look, we are 12 minutes in, and I want to make sure that I get people off. I don't want to hold y'all long. But just think about this. We are selling, just like we talked about branding and all that. We're selling all day long. How many of you write resumes? You just sold yourself.
Yep.
How many of you out there putting on your makeup and doing all the getting your hair, getting cute,
online,
getting your shave and doing all that? You're trying to sell yourself. If you have dated, if you are married, you sold yourself, not your soul,
right?
Not your tail, but you sold yourself to them. Look, this is why you need me. This is why I would be good for you.
Right.
This is why. So we're always selling, presenting, sharing, putting something before the people to see if it's something that they want or if they would be attracted to, if it's something that can be beneficial to them. Right. Every day on my job, I am selling myself, my skills, my knowledge base, all of that. You know, we are selling ourselves and what we can do, and we are constantly reinventing ourselves. All we're saying is do what you're already doing and get paid to do it. You're already booking travel. You're already going on the cruise. I tell people all the time, I'm not interested. Okay, fine. I'm not even going to fight with you. It's not necessary. The next time you get ready to book your trip, call me first, please. Just call me.
Right. Right.
And they be like, okay, fine. They think they're about to do me a favor because they're gonna get me to book their trip. No. I'm gonna do them the favor by showing them, look, the same trip that you was gonna book anyway. Remember, I ain't sold you nothing. I ain't begged you for nothing. You came to me and said, hey, I'm about to book this trip. And then I showed you that you can make $100, $200, $300, $1,000 on that same trip. You're gonna book anyway. Right. The same trip that your church is going to plan anyway. The same trip that you and your family take every year. Right. The same honeymoon that you're going to take anyway because you just got engaged. The same thing that you're going to do anyway. And the same thing that your people, your friends, family, co-workers, neighbors, nephews, aunties, uncles, Indian chiefs is going to do anyway. The same thing they're going to do anyway.
Right.
We're just trying to tell you how, when you do that, flip the script on it and get paid.
Right.
That's it. That's all we're saying. And if it doesn't make sense to you, if it doesn't compute, if it's too good to be true, you just can't wrap your mind around how could this be, come on in, try it. You got a money back guarantee. It's in writing. It's in writing. It's on the website. It's in writing. Money back guarantee. Come on in, try it out, book that trip yourself. If you don't save or make anything off of it, cancel it, get your money back, and go on and book it the same way you was going to book it anyway.
Right.
Because if you ain't heard what I said, you're going to book it anyway.
Right. 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 So we are not going to keep the people, but if you
Absolutely.
got a small travel tip for them, what would you give them?
So a small travel tip. I'll pass out the one that I gave earlier today. Somebody
Okay.
asked me because you know I love cruising.
Yes.
We talked about knowing when. We even talked about it last week, and it came up again today. When to go on vacations. If you're going to pick a place like cruising, or like Alaska, or like Italy, or something like that, know a few things about this in advance. Know the time of year that you want to go. So it's not just where to go, how to go, and all that. Know when to go. Just because your kids are off in the summer does not mean that's the best time to go
Right.
on a cruise. Just
Right.
because you want to go to Italy for Christmas doesn't mean that's the best time to go. So know the weather. I was, and I didn't know this. This is a mistake I made as a young travel agent, young travel advisor. Somebody wanted to go to Alaska, and I was like, "Oh, great! I found this. You can do it for your graduation. Blah 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 blah. You can do it then. You did it." And we were trying to decide whether it was going to be a summer trip or a winter trip. And somebody's like, "Well, what do they want to see?" And I'm like, "Ice, I guess." Water? I don't know. I don't know. So I had to stop and ask. And then when I found out that, they want to see the Aurora Borealis, well, that only
Right.
happens certain months of the year. You want to see the salmon run?
Water.
Oh, the salmon run. Oh, that only happens certain times of the year. The bears. Well, you can't see the bears while they hibernating.
No.
So, you know what I mean? You got to know what's a good time to go. And then also, like we said before, again, the one that came up today was like, girl, we found great deals for this cruise in August or September. And I'm like, yeah, that's because it's hurricane season.
Right.
So I'm like,
Right.
not that that's a bad thing.
Mhm.
Not that that's a bad thing. But if you're going to do that, are you flexible and be insured? So, that's the tip. Don't just pick based upon what you want, where you want to go,
Okay.
and what you want to do. Also figure out when is the best time to do what it is you want to do. If you are not the type that wants to go doing all that research,
Mhm.
that's what your travel advisor is for. That's why we're here. That's what makes us the professionals and the experts. We go out and get the expertise on certain subjects, and we learn that information and we share it with you. And if you decide to join us on the money making side of travel, we show you how to find out that information and to be able to be educated and to educate your clients as well. So that would be my tip. Don't just know where you want to go and why you want to go. Also know when you want to go and be knowledgeable about when the best time to go is for your particular set of desires and needs. That would be my tip.
All right. Well, we thank you. I thank you. So
Yes,
always a pleasure to have you here at the
always a pleasure
cafe.
to be here.
So I hope you guys were able to get a few of your questions answered. And if you didn't have a chance to answer the question, you can still ask it when you catch the replay. And then when you do catch the replay, if you saw it on Joy's page, I want you to type in number 4 for Joy's page. If you saw it on my page, you have a question, you can still ask that question, because we will still be looking at the comments, so that way we don't miss anything and we don't miss your questions. But if you're watching it on my page, go ahead and type in number 7.
Right.
But we are getting out of here because this was a quick thing. Meet
Yeah.
us every Tuesday at 7 p.m. for Travel Tuesdays with Gladys and Joy. So I guess that means we'll see you next Tuesday.
See you next Tuesday.
Bye.
Bye.